What's going on YouTube? I am Jeremiah and welcome back to another video on the EvolveToday channel. It's a pleasure to be here and speak to you guys, and today we're talking all about how to wait on God's timing. You see, I can sit on this channel all day and tell you, okay, you need to wait, you have to be patient, you have to let God do his thing. But it's not that simple. You know, sometimes we have our own desires and our own plans for our lives, and we need to know how we can effectively wait for God's timing and still do what he wants us to do and enjoy our lives. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're talking about today. Really quickly, go ahead and engage, like, comment, subscribe, support the community. We're at 4K right now, working on 5K, and let's continue to grow. And with all that being said, let's get right into it. So the first and most prominent part of waiting on God's timing is surrendering control. A lot of the time, like I said, we have our own plans, our own intentions with our lives. And I'm not saying that it's simple, but we have to give God control. Now, what does giving God control look like? Giving God control means surrendering worry, anxiety, or any stress about how things are going to work out for you. I do that most effectively through prayer. When I'm stressed out about an assignment deadline, I get down on my hands and knees. I say, God, I give this to you. I'm going to do my 100%, and I just pray that you can work everything together for your good and for my success. Simple as that. Saying a quick prayer and speaking to God on that intimate level and basis, saying, you know what, God, I give this to you. I'm not going to stress on it anymore. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm not going to cry on it anymore. I give it to you. And when you can do that and honestly do that, not say it and then go and let it eat up your mind and think about it all the time, but to say it and truly let it go, that's when God has the room and space to move in your life. But if you're not allowing him that room, if you're letting your own thoughts crowd up the space of possibility for your life, then God won't have space to move. It's more than just words. You have to put in some level of action. And right now, the action means surrendering your worries. Number two, something I want you to consider is, are you stewarding your situation? You see, a lot of the times we want God to work in a specific area in our lives so badly. God, I'm ready for a relationship. God, I'm ready for a promotion. God, I'm ready for my family to move cities and get into a bigger house. But are you truly stewarding what God has already given you? Because God has blessed you. You're watching this video on a phone or a laptop or a computer right now, or a TV. That's a blessing. That's just a quick example, but God has given you something to steward. He's given you a position that he needs you to work diligently in. Are you doing that, or are you complaining that you're not where you want to be? I'm being forward with you, but that's because I care about you and I want you to hear this. You have to steward the position that God has put you in before he can put you in the next one. Because guess what? If God has a better position for you, a better job, a better car, a better house, a better situation, how are you going to handle it if you can't handle what you're in right now? You'll probably end up losing it. You see, a lot of people who win the lottery, $10 million, $100 million, big amounts of money, they're like, oh, let's go, man. I can go and buy a jet ski and a mansion, and all my kids are going to college and this and that and that. And they end up blowing their money and losing it all. But it's because they were not prepared for the situation that they were placed into. And so once they got into that situation, they could not maintain their blessing. I want you to be able to maintain your blessing. I want you to develop into the type of person that can maintain blessings. God wants you to develop into the type of person, into the quality of person that can maintain and even grow the blessings he has for you. There's a parable where a rich and wise man gave 3 different individuals a bag of coins, right? We'll say he gave one man 20, one man 40, and one man 60. And he leaves for a year. And he says, when I come back, I want you guys to have my money. When I come back, I want you guys to have money for me. So he leaves. He goes on his way. He goes on his vacation, or, I don't know where he went. But he comes back. The first man who he gave 20 coins to doubled it. He said, yeah, I put your money into, well, I'm going to say stocks, but like I used your money and I hired workers and I started a farm and I earned it double. I was able to multiply your money. So now instead of 20 coins, I have 30 coins for you. And the man, the wise and rich man, was well pleased. So he goes, the second guy comes up, knocks on the door. he says, hey man, how's it going? I gave you 40 coins a year ago. I'm back now. What do you have for me? That guy says, you know what? I also started a business, or I worked very diligently with the money. I invested it and I had a return. Now I have 80 coins for you, double what you gave me. And that man is well pleased. He goes to the third guy's door. Remember, he gave him 60 coins. I want you to remember that. Knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Hey man, how's it going? I just went to the other two guys. Now I'm here. I'm back now. I gave you 60 coins a year ago. What do you have for me? This guy's like, you know what? Come to the backyard. I have it for you. Gets his shovel, digs it up. Exactly 60 coins. And his explanation was, I was afraid of what consequence would come my way if I lost or squandered your money. So I buried it here. Here's your exact 60 coins back. Now, how do you think the wise and the rich man responded? He was furious. He was enraged at the fact that this man was so fearful and timid and stuck in his comfort that he did not multiply his money. Now, this is all a loose interpretation of the parable. I can tag it on the screen or link it, but I want you to understand the points that are proven throughout this parable. Faith is necessary. The first two guys have faith in themselves that they could take this money and flip it. They also have faith that the man will come back one day. The third man was not driven by faith. He was driven by fear. He was driven by comfort. The easiest thing for me to do is to bury the money. No, I don't want you to have that mindset. I want you to be driven by faith. Have faith that God can multiply what you have. But you're going to have to work with it a little bit. You can't just bury it, and you can't just wait and say, you know what, I'll wait for the next blessing. My current life is just for the time being. I'm not going to enjoy it. What? I do not want you guys thinking in that fashion. I want you to wait on God's timing. I want you to trust that one day God will be fruitful and multiply for you. And until then, you need to steward what He's already given you. Work with what you have. Right now, I'm recording this on a nice camera. The camera isn't the best. A lot of YouTubers who do what I do have nicer cameras or better backgrounds. I'm just in the dorm room. But I'm working with what I have, and I'm stewarding with what I have. And that's by no means me saying that all this should be taken for granted or all this isn't a blessing, because I truly, truly know I wake up every day and I smile because it is a blessing that I can do this and talk to you guys. But point is, I want you to be fruitful and faithful. God's timing is unbeknownst to us. We don't know when He's going to act. We don't know when He's going to bless us. We don't know when He's going to provide for us. But we can trust that He will. Because our God is a God that keeps promises. And He knows the plans He has for you. In Jeremiah 29:11, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Things are going to happen in His timing. We have to trust that. Surrender emotion and move in faith. All right? Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this video helped you in some way, shape, or form. If it did, let me know in the comment section. As always, I love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's continue to grow, change, and evolve, not just today, but every day. I'll catch you later.